On this video, I'm going to break down 5 core exercises that boxers do to get stronger, hit harder, and hit faster. Welcome back to another video. My name is Chris McGarry-Ham Jr. and this is Brixton 81 Boxing. Thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you here today on this video. Now, whether you're an amateur boxer looking to go pro, a pro looking to become world champion, maybe you're somebody who, hey, I have no interest in competing in boxing, but I like the sweet science. It's fascinating to me. I'm using it for other reasons in my life, to get in shape, for mental health, to kill some stress. Whatever brought you here, we're happy to have you, and I guarantee you're gonna enjoy this video. So like I said, we're talking about the core today. Probably the most important part of a boxer's physique is their core, really for 3 reasons. One is absorbing body shots. Listen, if you've never been hit hard with a liver shot or a hook to the body or even a straight right to the sternum, I can tell you it is horrific, it's horrendous, it sucks. And I've been in the ring with professional fighters, Olympic fighters. I've been wobbled, I've seen the stars, just like Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes. I've been hit pretty hard in boxing. I'll take all that over a body shot any day of the week. It sucks. So when you do your core work, it conditions you so that you can absorb body shots a whole lot better, which, if you're in an actual boxing match, you will get hit in the body. So you want to be able to take as many of those as possible without really getting hurt. Second reason the core is so vital is punching power. The power is from the core. And if you go into any real boxing gym, in really anywhere in the world, you see some of these guys, they look little. They don't look like they're very strong. They don't look like a bodybuilder, so to speak. But you get behind them, either in sparring, you're just holding pads for them, they hit like a truck. The reason being is they've conditioned and they know how to utilize that core to hit really, really hard. So yes, every muscle is important and every muscle can help. Look at Anthony Joshua, he's built like a Greek god. But when it comes down to the core, that's the most important when it comes to punching power. And then third reason you want to utilize the core and really build up the core in boxing is punching speed. You want those hard punches to also be as fast as possible. And the more conditioned your core is, the faster you're gonna be able to throw out shots. Put it this way, if you have a weak core, if your core is slow, if it's not used to moving very fast, well, your punches aren't gonna be very fast either. So just think the opposite of that. If I got a fast core, if I got a strong core, if my core is conditioned to boom, pivot, boom, move, boom, twist, the faster you can do that, the faster you can throw your punches. Obviously the core is important, but let's get into it. Here are the 5 exercises for your core to help you hit harder and faster like a boxer. All right, so first things first, we're gonna do leg raise, and where we hold the legs up. And this is really gonna tighten that core and build almost like a solid rock of muscle in that stomach area, okay? So you can have your hands by your side. I personally put it under my body just like that. I have my head touching the floor. I don't wanna put any strain on my neck right now. Those are different exercises. There's nothing wrong with doing that in general. But for this, I have my head laid flat on the floor so I'm not straining the neck. I got my hands under my body and I'm gonna lift my legs up, not too high because then there's no stress on the core. Not too low, but right there. And what you wanna do, because everyone's body is gonna be different, move your legs and find out where's the most resistance. Where am I feeling the most tightness? And try and keep your legs in that area. So for me, it'd be about right there. Now I'm lifting my neck up because I'm talking to the camera. You should have your neck flat on the ground. And we're gonna hold that for 60 seconds. Now, if you could do 60 seconds, great. 2 minutes. If you could do 2 minutes, great. 6 minutes. Push yourself, whatever your body is gonna allow you to do. Everyone's starting in different spots right now. Push yourself. No one can hold that forever. That's what we know. So how long can you hold that for? Push yourself to that limit, and then each week time yourself and try and get from 1 minute to 1 minute 15 seconds, from 1 minute 15 to 2 minutes, from 2 to 2:30, and build up from there. Even if you can only do it for 15 seconds, great. Start with that, work on it every single day, build from there, and next week you'll be able to do 30 seconds. All right, next, I got my resistance bands. This is actually at Brixton81.com. It's called the Brixton 81 Resistance Boxing Belt, where you get just a ton of different varieties with these specific bands that you can just get punches off. You can do core work, you can do kick work, leg work, whatever it may be. So here what I have the belt tied to just kind of this pole. You can have it tied to a tree if you want, with my resistance bands clipped like this. And what I'm gonna do, I could go tighter, I could go from right here if I wanted, but for the video I have it like this. I'm gonna get in a very solid stance and using my core, not my arms, using my core, I'm gonna twist out. And when I do, I'm pivoting that foot. Boom. And if you want, you can even throw a punch out at the same time to really simulate boxing. Boom. And what I'm doing, I'm targeting the core. Yes, you can do it with your arm. That's not the point. You could do it with your shoulder. You can do it with your back. So you can do it with just twisting and pivoting that foot. Here, we're targeting that core. So I'm holding it. Boom. And I really, really feel it on that side of the body. So depending on, again, where you're starting from, start with either 10, 15, or 25 reps on each side. So I'll obviously throw in the left hand. I'll start with 10 of those, and the speed will go something like this. And what I would do, 10 on each side, 15 on each side, or 25 on each side. So this is a great tool for really utilizing the core and doing this specific exercise. Make sure to check that out, Brixton81.com. I'll give you a promo code at the end if you want to get this and save some money. Number 3 for the core, everyone's favorite, the plank. You don't think you're doing a lot when you're planking, but you are. You're building all 360 degrees of your body. When it comes to the core, you're building every inch of it, every centimeter of it, every degree of it. You're working it with the plank. All right, so what we do, hands flat on the floor, feet straight like so, body straight as possible, and I'm gonna hold this plank. Similar to exercise number 1 with the leg raises. Time yourself. How hard, how long can you go starting out right this very moment? Maybe you plank every single day. You're gonna be longer than someone who hasn't planked in 20 years. Doesn't matter where you started from. Get your phone out, bang out a timer, and see how long you can go. And push yourself. And then every single day, hit that number. So if it's 45 seconds, every day hit 45 seconds. Everyone's got 45 seconds to do this. So try it, boom, 45 seconds, and then make your goal, once you condition and strengthen up that core, make your goal next week, 60 seconds. It's not gonna be easy, 45 to 60, but by pushing it and setting that goal, you'll hit 60. Then, and by the way, you may hit 58. Try your best. Next day, hit 60. You may hit 59 the next day, then hit 60. Get to the goal and then move the goal forward, all right? But hitting this, what we're doing is we're targeting obviously the front of the core, the sides of the core, and the back area as well. Really important exercise. Again, not necessarily my favorite because it's the most painful, but the longer you can do this, the stronger your core is. It's very direct. So get your timer, see how long you can hold the plank for, and start going. Core workout number 4, get your medicine ball. If you don't have a medicine ball, I actually made a video about how you can kind of do your own DIY medicine ball with a bunch of exercises for boxing that you can use this for. So make sure to check that out. I'll have that somewhere in the description or somewhere on the video. But Russian twist. We're gonna get this medicine ball. This one is probably about 10 or 15 pounds. I'm not quite sure. I made it myself. Slap it, pick it up. When you pick it up, that's what's going to create a lot of resistance in the core, switching it to the next spot. So you're gonna feel it the most right here. So I slam it, boom, 1, 1. So left, right, that's 1. Try your best, go for 10, 15, or 25 at a time. So 10 would be, my legs stay in the air. And I'm slamming that ball. I'm not trying to be light with it. I'm not trying to be cute. Listen, this is boxing. We don't play boxing. So I'm not tapping it on the floor. I'm throwing it on the floor. And when you throw it, that's when you get a lot of exercise on that side that you're throwing it as well. So when I lift it, boom, I'm getting the workout right here, the resistance right here. When I lift it up, I'm really just finding my balance. And then when I throw it, boom, I'm getting that core work right there. That's where your body shots are gonna happen. That's where someone's gonna try and hit you. So these two areas really targets it, gets us strong as an ox, so no one could drop you with those body shots. Last core exercise for boxing, get a kettlebell, could be a dumbbell, could be anything that you could just grab with one hand and bring it up over your head. We're gonna do a one-handed snatch, but we're gonna do it really targeting that core area. So yes, we need to use our legs to pick it up. Boom. We need to use our core and our back to lift it over our head. The core is really what you want to tighten. You want to be flexing it. You want to be holding it so that you're building that core area, that core strength. So, boom, just like that. And doing that just now, I felt my whole core popping. I felt abs coming that I didn't know I had. I felt it getting harder. Essential. And what this is doing as well is conditioning your body for kinetic energy. When you throw a punch, it's not just an arm, it's not just the feet, it's not even just the core. It's the energy you're producing from your toe, to your knees, to your butt, to your hips, to your core, to your shoulder, to your back, to your tricep, to that fist, to the end of your opponent's chin. Boom. That wave of energy is what's going to create force and power. So when you're doing this exercise, try and create that same flow. All right? Boom. And I'll do 10 on each side in my workout. And if that's too easy for you, a couple things you could do. One, up the weight. That's about 15 pounds right there. Up the weight, and if you can't up the weight, maybe you have to use the equipment that you got at home. Cool. Up the reps. So instead of doing 10 at a time, do 25 at a time. Do 50 at a time. Set a timer. How many can you do in 60 seconds? There's no excuses on why someone can't get a great workout doing this. It's just now getting it done. So again, the technique I like, I'm picking it up, step one, with my legs. Boom. Once I get it above my knees, I'm gonna start using the back and the core to really twist it up. And then I just lift it over my head, all right? And I'm focusing mostly on that flow of energy to get that kinetic force, so when I start throwing punches, it's hard and it's fast. So there you have it. Those are 5 core exercises that we use in boxing that's gonna help you hit harder, hit faster, and conditioned for those body shots. If you like this video, make sure to like it, literally. Comment below maybe your favorite exercise, and subscribe to this channel, because every single week, we're putting out boxing related content just like this that's gonna help you get fit as a fighter, hit harder, hit faster, and get you ready for your next training or your next fight. So subscribe. And earlier I mentioned the Brixton 81 resistance boxing belt, an amazing tool. We have those in stock right now. Check out Brixton81.com, promo code YouTube at checkout, get yourself 10% off. That's an amazing product. Make sure to get that YouTube 10% off. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. This is Chris McGarrihan Jr. signing out. Always remember the Brixton 81 mantra, attitude is everything. Take care, talk to you soon.